Entire screen?
Interest.
Yes.
So
Yes, ma'am. It is visible, madam.
Okay. So the topic that has been uh, allotted to me to discuss today with all the esteemed participants is digital initiatives in higher education. So basically, I'm going to give you a brief idea about what all schemes and projects have been initiated by the central government at national level or by the state government at state level, and also some university level initiatives. Those will be the schemes or the projects that have been deployed for the improvement or enhancement of teaching learning process, as well as improving the management and administrative processes in the country. Okay, so first thing, what is the purpose of having these digital initiatives or digital projects? The basic purpose is, of course, to harvest the benefits or advantages of ICT, including computers, internet, and networking. So the main idea is to make maximum out of the ICT, which is available so much, which is so much easily available these days. So the prime objective of using the digital tools remain affordability, inclusiveness, employability, and quality. So, as I told you, that these tools are uh, becoming more and more affordable by the day, and of course, with the availability of these of all the digital tools on the internet, it also gives more scope for inclusiveness of all, irrespective of the geographical area or irrespective of the urban or any kind of divide. Then employability, easy to use, and of course they will enhance the quality. These digital initiatives have not only improved the teaching learning process, but they have also enhanced the retention power of the learners due to their flexibility and their uh, availability 24/7, 365 days. The main and primary project of the Government of India has been National Mission on Education through ICT, through Information and Communication Technology. This project was, as we all know, that it was initiated sometime in 2009, and this project, this NME ICT it was launched by the Ministry of Human Resource Development, which is now renamed as Ministry of Education. And the Ministry of Education is committed to continue the support, continue to support this very esteemed project, NME ICT. And the mission is expected to play an important role in achieving government's goal of making India a global leader in education. So the primary objective remains, to make India more powerful, more increasing the gross enrollment ratio, and thereby increasing the overall output of the country in terms of its education and higher education. These are the names of some of the digital initiatives that have been taken by the central government or by the Ministry of Education of central government. First is Swayam, then we have Swayam Prabha, then Digital Library of India, or called as DLI. Then there is NAD, which is National Academic Depository. Then there is another very useful scheme in terms of higher education and research, which is E-Shodha Sindhu. Then there are virtual labs, E-Yantra, classroom discussions, E-Acharya, E-Kalpa, FOSSI or FOSS in education, Vidwan, then spoken tutorials, and there are many more, and I'll be taking each one of them one by one. Swayam. Swayam, we all know about it. Many of you have been even undertaken some of the certificate courses under this Swayam program. So Swayam stands for the Study Webs of Active Learning for Young Aspiring Minds, and it is an integrated platform for offering online courses to young learners, and they are cost saving. So it is Swayam has been developed by the Ministry of Education, which was then called as Ministry of HRD. Its aim is to provide quality education via e-learning courses to millions of students with ease. And the principles of Swayam are access, equity, and quality. Access to all on equitable basis, and of course to provide quality education to all. Then the grades covered. The Swayam courses are designed in such a manner that they are suitable for students which are in 9th standard to up to the post-graduation students. It has courses that can be offered to these range of students. Then there are 9 course coordinators, or even more than that. I think recently a few more have been added. So there are course coordinators who will be coordinating Swayam course, which are like NPTEL, AICTE, UGC, NCRT, NIOS, IGNOU, IIMB, CEC, and NITER. These will be the course coordinators for Swayam throughout the country. Total, there have been more than 2,000 courses that have been launched and that have been successfully running under Swayam. So Swayam is a platform that facilitates hosting of all the courses that are taught in the classrooms for the students of class 9th till the students of post-graduation, and it can be all the Swayam courses can be accessed anytime, anywhere by anyone. All the courses are interactive, prepared by best of the best teachers in the country, and they are available free of cost. This is also one of the highlights of Swayam, that the courses are available free. More than 1,000 specially chosen faculty and teachers from across the country have participated in preparing these courses. So friends, the courses are developed by your own best teachers, by your own faculties across the country. The courses hosted on Swayam are in 4 quadrants. It contains video lectures, then specially prepared reading material that can be downloaded or printed. This reading material can be PDFs or in some other file formats, and they are readily downloadable and printable. Then there are self-assessment tests, which are conducted through some tests or quiz. Then there are online discussion forums. If students have some doubts or they need some clarification on some point, then these discussion forums take care of those doubts and difficulties. Steps have been taken to enrich the learning experience by using audio, video, and other forms of multimedia, which and the state-of-art pedagogy technology or the technology. As I told you, Swayam offers free of cost courses, and it also gives you certificate at the end of the successful conduction of the course. Then it also provides you a certificate. However, the certificate has some fee because the exams are proctored, and there is therefore some fee. The students or the persons are to attend. They are required to attend the centers, the designated centers. They have to be physically present there, and eligibility for the certificate will be announced at the end of the course by the course coordinators. University colleges approving credit transfer for these courses can use the certificates or pins. The certificates so provided, they help you to fetch those credit points. In order to ensure that best quality content is produced and delivered, As I told you, there are more than nine national coordinators, and they cover all kinds of branches of higher education. Like AICT is one of the coordinators. Then there is National Program on Technology Enhanced Learning under NPTEL. Then UGC is another national coordinator. Consortium for Educational Communication, CEC, and CERT, National Institute for Open Schooling. Then there is IGNOU, IIM Bangalore, and NITR, which is National Institute of Technical Teachers Training Research. So these are the coordinators which are looking after the conduction of SWAYAM courses in the country. Now, another digital initiative by the government under NME ICT has been Swayam Prabha. Swayam Prabha is an initiative which provides high quality educational channels through DTH, direct to home. Please consider those areas where there is no internet. Consider those situations where the participants or students are deprived of internet. How to reach up to them? For that purpose, satellite communication comes to a rescue, and Swayam Prabha DTH takes advantage of that satellite technology. So it has curriculum-based course content covering different disciplines, and this is mainly uh, it is accessible to distant areas where internet is not there, and it serves this facility is provided through GSAT 15 satellite. National Digital Library is another very popular digital initiative of government. National Digital Library, which is also called as NDL or NDLI, is an initiative and platform which actually provides a virtual repository of learning resources. More than 3 crore digital resources are available on this particular NDL website or platform. There are more than 50 lakh students who have been registered on NDL platform, and there is a mobile app of NDL also through which you can access those digital resources, learning resources on your mobile phones or your more easily available devices like laptops or your tabs. Content covers all the major domains of knowledge, and it is available 24/7. So we know that NDL also covers audio, video material, text material, PDF files, and all such type of formats and learning materials or reading materials are made available to the students, which is also in accordance to their curriculum and for further learning. There is this project called as Vidwan or eVidwan. Vidwan was also launched by InflibNet Center of UGC, and the main purpose of Vidwan was to accumulate or to you know to collect the data of various subject experts across all the universities in the country, and also from the research institutions of the country, wherein all the experts will be feeding their data. Once the data is made available, then it can be used by the peers, by the governing agencies or the policy makers, or for the research institutes, for the purpose of collaboration, for the purpose of getting connected to the subject experts for research purpose, or for collaboration in research. So it helps, this Vidwan project helps to communicate directly with the experts who have expertise, and the research scholars can also get in touch with their subject experts so as to conduct their research. E-Shodh Sindhu. In around 2003, UGC Infonet scheme was this project named as UGC Infonet was launched by UGC with the help of BSNL and NIC, National Informatics Center, and the main purpose of UGC Infonet was to provide research related e-resources to the universities and to the research institutes. And under this scheme, BSNL and NIC was taking care of the infrastructural needs, like making available the campus LAN, the nationwide network, like NKN National Knowledge Network. So this UGC Infonet was in very preliminary or primitive stages in 2003, and this project has grown by leaps and bounds and has now been, later on it was called as Isho the Sindhu, and then recently this project has, its scope has been increased, and now it has been renamed and called as ONOS, and I'll be discussing those also. There was another scheme called Enlist, which was taking care of making available e-resources to the colleges. And there was this INDEST AICT consortium, which was taking care of providing e-journals or and e-databases and e-books to the various engineering and technological institutions in the country. So there were such three schemes: UGC Infonet for universities, Enlist for colleges, and INDEST consortia for engineering and technological institutions. The basic aim of all these three schemes have been to provide e-resources, that is e-books, e-journals, and e-databases, full text to all these colleges and institutions. The e-Show the Sindhu has continued to provide current as well as archival uh, e-resources to more than 10,000 core and peer-reviewed journals and a number of bibliographic and citation and factual databases. So e-Show the Sindhu has been very useful and very beneficial to the university fraternity, to the faculty, to the research students, to the PG students. All of them have been so far been benefited by e-Show the Sindhu, and all the colleges that are uh, under 12B or 2F sections of UGC, they can get access to Enlist or e-Show the Sindhu as per their suitability. ONOS, the One Nation, One Subscription. ONOS is the name to the scheme, which has been, increased. First it was UGC Infonet, then it was expanded to increase its accessibility and to increase the number of e-resources. And first it was UGC Infonet, then it was called as e-Show the Sindhu, and recently in 2025 the government of India has launched ONOS, which will provide e-resources on equitable basis to all the institutions and to all the research institutes, be it universities or colleges or technological institutions. All of them will get access to ONOS, and it will be equitable, means all institutions will get similar and same number of e-resources under this ONOS scheme. A total of 30 major international journal publishers have been included in ONOS. So 30 renowned publishers have been included in the first phase of ONOS in 2025. It is going to expand and increase with the passage of time. And all the more than 13,000 full text e-journals have been made available by these 30 renowned publishers under this ONOS. All you have to do is go to onos.gov.in and you can register yourself and then get access. The initiative will open a gold mine of knowledge in top quality scholarly journals. So it is going to fetch e-resources to more than 1.8 crore students and faculty members, researchers and scientists of all disciplines. The ONOS has been started, as I told you, in January 2025. It has been envisaged in phase-wise manner. The first phase will be from 2025 to 2027, and the first phase has been started. We as university and some other institutions also, I have learned, have registered themselves, and we are accessing the resources that are made available on ONOS. Slowly and gradually the number of journals are increasing. Access to journals are being provided through InflipNet Center, and The site, as I told you, is onos.gov.in. Register yourself as individual or as your institution. First, you register yourself, and then you can start accessing. So the publishers, I told you that under ONOS, there are more than 30 renowned publishers, world-renowned publishers. And friends, I assure you that almost all your research needs and academic needs are met by these publishers and the 13,000 plus full text journals that have been made available on ONOS. These publishers are Elsevier, Science Direct, Springer, Wiley, Taylor and Francis, Oxford, Sage Publishing, IEEE, ACS, American Chemical Society, Cambridge University Press, Institute of Physics, which we call as IOP, also American Institute of Physics, AIP, Royal Society of Chemistry, RSC. Then there is this Emerald, BMJ Journals, World Scientific Publishing, American Physical Society, American Society for Microbiology, Bentham Science, ACM Digital Library, and then there are several publishers. There are many more. So they have started providing 13,000 plus full text e-journals under ONOS. National Academic Depository. National Academic Depository is an initiative of, again, by the government, central government, and it is taking care of the academic awards. It is, again, as I told you, it is available on internet and available 24/7. So the students can access their certificates, diplomas, degrees, mark sheets, etc. from these NADs. NADs, there are two parts of NADs. One is CDSL and another is NSDL, National Academic Depository, which comprises of National Database Management Limited system. So basically, CDSL and NSDL are nothing but repository of your certificates, diplomas, and degrees, and they are available 24/7, 365 days across the world. Wherever you are, you can simply log in into this NAD, NSDL, or CDSL and access your certificates through it. And it goes without saying that you do not need any further validation or verification. Free and open source software for education, FOSSEE. So FOSSEE is a project which is promoting the use of open source softwares in educational institutions, because these open source softwares are available free of cost. It is developed, this FOSSEE is developed by IIT Mumbai, and one part of FOSSEE is spoken tutorials, which has been taken up in very promptly by most of the institutions, including our university also. These spoken tutorials and documentation such as textbook companions, and there are several awareness programs also, like conferences and workshops and internships, and they are being such projects, such small projects are being implemented so as to make free and open source softwares available to the education institutions. Thousands of colleges, students, teachers have taken part in these activities, like textbook companions through spoken tutorials, and they have been devised in Scilab, or some people prefer to call it as Skylab, and these are made available, open and free in free mode. Virtual labs, simulated environments to perform experiments and to collect data and to answer questions. Virtual labs have come up under digital initiatives under in this field of higher education, wherein students are not required to go to some, even if they do not have some physical labs in their school or colleges, they can make use of the simulated environments to perform their experiments. They can collect their data from these simulated environments, and there will be systems in place which will answer their questions to understand various concepts. So such virtual labs have also come up. There are more than 225 such labs so far. It is essential to develop virtual laboratories with state-of-the-art computer simulation technology. to create real world environments and problem solving capabilities. Many scientific institutions have been instrumental in, and IITs have been instrumental in creating such simulated environments, which will give access to these to the students to these virtual labs. Okay, now comes Shodh Ganga. Shodh Ganga is the name given to a project of UGC under Ministry of Education, wherein it a depository has been developed which is available in open and free access mode on the internet, and this is a depository of full text PhD theses that have been awarded by the various universities of our country. UGC has mandated all the universities to sign an MOU with the InflibNet Center, and once they sign the MOU, they have to start uploading their PhD thesis. And in turn, InflibNet Center has been given the responsibility of developing the entire infrastructure of Shodh Ganga and maintain it continuously. So it is Shodh Ganga is a reservoir of Indian thesis in a digital repository manner. It contains PhD theses as well as PG dissertations that are submitted to the universities in India. Theses and dissertations are available free, online, and these are downloadable. Shodh Ganga was established in 2011. The thesis available in Shodh Ganga, and there are more than 16,000 synopses, PhD synopses that are available under Shodh Ganga and Shodh Gangotri schemes. Reference to legal mandate, UGC through its regulation in 2016 called as Minimum Standards and Procedure for Award of MPhil PhD degrees has made it compulsory for all the universities to sign the MOU and start uploading their PhD thesis as well as their archival PhD thesis collection. This PhD, the Shodh Ganga screen looks like this. As I told you, more than 6 lakh theses are now available as on today. Shodh Gangotri is an initiative. This is a part of Shodh Ganga only. On Shodh Ganga, you will find full text PhD thesis. And in Shodh Gangotri, you will find PhD thesis synopsis. After a student is registered under PhD program, his or her synopsis will be made available on Shodh Gangotri. So, PhD theses are uploaded on Shodh Ganga by the universities, and PhD synopses are uploaded on Shodh Gangotri by the universities. Even a single individual can also upload them. However, they will have to first submit to InflibNet, and InflibNet, after taking all permissions, will be going further with the process of uploading it. This repository reveals the trends and directions of research. Under Shodh Gangotri, you will get all the ongoing PhDs list. You'll get their title and their abstract. So this gives us an idea about what is the recent trends in the research in a particular area of or discipline. Shodh Gangotri looks like this. shodhgangotri.inflibnet.ac.in. This is the URL. This is another digital initiative by Ministry of Education and executed by InflibNet Center of UGC, which is E-Acharya. E-Acharya, also known as NME-ICT's integrated portal. It is the official repository of NME-ICT. All the content, all the learning resources, teaching, learning resources, e-resources, whatever resources have been created are made available under this e-Acharya portal. So all content produced under NME ICT is placed on this repository, and InflibNet is maintaining it. InflibNet is a center of UGC. E-Acharya, under e-Acharya, all the methods, preservation and conservation of the data so created under NME ICT, all such preservation of data, storage of data, saving the data, implementing the standards metadata schemes, storing the data using standard methods, creating metadata using standard methods, all such steps, and saving the data for future use is taken care by the InflibNet under e-Acharya project. E-Acharya ensures that all such content created under NME ICT is available for long-term use. E-Acharya is assisted by a robust 24/7 data center, which is integrated with the cloud network developed by IIT Delhi. And the cloud, which is taking care of all the content on which all the data is stored, this cloud is named as, cloud service is named as Badal. Then comes eKalpa. eKalpa is a project which stands for Creating Digital Learning Environment for Design. Also called eKalp, it is sponsored again by the Ministry of Education under NME ICT. So eKalpa design team is consisting of IDC IIT Bombay, DOD IIT Guwahati, and ID Bangalore. The key themes or the key objectives of eKalpa is to online content available for learning design with distance e-learning program, social networking for higher learning with collaborative learning space, and digital design resource databases including craft sector. So this is basically eKalpa takes care of all the learning needs of the students and the faculty who are dealing in design, architecture, planning. EPG Pathshala. Friends, EPG Pathshala has been a very great success story of Ministry of Education. EPG Pathshala is an initiative of Ministry of Education under its NME ICT scheme. High quality curriculum based interactive e-content in almost all subjects across all disciplines of social science, arts, fine arts, humanities, natural science, mathematical science, linguistics, languages, and basically in all the subjects, all the high quality and curriculum based, which is in accordance to the syllabus of these post-graduation courses. All such material has been made available under this EPG Pathshala scheme. And these materials are in the form of audio lectures, video lectures, text material, other multimedia forms, and they all are available under EPG Pathshala. And who has created the contents? The best of the best faculties across the country, the teachers within the universities, the scientists within the R&D institutions have created these materials. And these materials are in line with your syllabus, in line with your curriculum. So they are readily available, and students can right away take up these lectures and prepare for their exams and for their coverage of their entire syllabus. Every subject had a team of principal investigators, paper coordinators, content writers, content reviewers, language editors, and multimedia team. So this indicates that all such material under EPG Pathshala is high quality. PM E-Vidya. This E-Vidya deals with basically school-going children. A comprehensive initiative called PM E-Vidya is launched, which unifies all efforts related to digital, online, on-air education to enable multi-mode access to education. Like we had e-acharya for higher education. Similarly, we have e-vidya. It is a portal containing all the projects and schemes and all the e-content related to school-going children. NPTEL, National Program on Technology Enhanced Learning. It is a joint venture of IITs and ISCs, and I think all of most of you have undertaken some of the courses of NPTEL to earn some credit points while doing your coursework of PhD. So NPTEL like SWAM have become very popular courses. So initially, it was launched in 2003, and initially it started as a project to take quality education to all the corners of country. NPTEL now offers more than several hundreds of certification courses every semester in various disciplines. Spoken tutorials. Here, one can learn various free and open source software all by oneself. If a student is required to learn a software, he can go to the spookers, he can start the spoken tutorial and can learn the software language on or software tools on one's own at one's own pace. You do not have to go through a entire classroom system. If a student feels that he wants to learn a software in his own manner at his own pace, then self-paced, and you can choose the language of your choice also. So self-paced multilingual courses ensure that anybody with a computer and a desire for learning can learn from any place. So all a student require is a computer with internet and his desire to learn. Then the student can learn any computer software at his own will and at his own pace and in the language of his own preferred language, in his own preferred language. Learning happens at many levels. You can learn at basic level, then intermediate level and advanced level. To start with, students can start with the basic level of any software. Once they have mastered basic level, then they can upgrade their course and go to the advanced or intermediate level. Many of the software taught are used in various disciplines of engineering. As we can very well make out that spoken tutorials, as it deals with the learning of softwares, open source softwares, then it generally deals with engineering courses, pure sciences also, and some undergraduate and postgraduate courses also, wherein learning some software language or some software tool is a part of their curriculum. So those softwares can also be learned by these students using spoken tutorials. So these courses can be extended to commerce, arts and management streams as well, because we have certain software languages as a part of curriculum under the courses of commerce, arts and management also. Alongside these, there are some courses relevant at school level also. So these can also be used by teachers. Spoken tutorials can also be used by the teachers to prepare their lessons and to explain the concepts. Technology enabled learning. So we will now try to compile the all the information that I have given you so far, the schemes, the projects, and we will just have an overview of all these schemes once again here. So basically, the name of the resource and the students or the researchers. So what will be the role of student and what will be the role of institutions? As far as SWAM is concerned, SWAM through SWAM students can earn their credits through online courses, and institutions can encourage their students to undertake these courses and earn the credits, and institutions can encourage their faculty to develop these SWAM online courses. SWAM Prabha. Using Swayam Prabha, students and researchers can watch the high quality educational material, and the institutions can provide facility for viewing Swayam Prabha. National Digital Library, which provides e-content. So students and researchers can access e-content using this NDL, while the institutions can generate their own e-content and get it listed on NDL. EPG Pathshala, it is a gateway of e-books up to PG. So EPG Pathshala, it provides free books and curriculum-based e-content like audio, video, and PDF lectures. So institutions can host these e-books. Shodh Ganga, Shodh students can access the PhD thesis in full text form and the synopsis also, while the institutions can start uploading the PhD thesis that have been awarded and also upload the synopsis that have been registered in their universities under PhD programs. And E-Show the Sindhu. E-Show the Sindhu, which provides access to full text e-journals and e-databases. So students can access these full text e-resources, while the institutions can become a member of e-Show the Sindhu to provide full text e-resources to its students and faculty. E-Yantra. E-Yantra helps the students to get hands-on experience on embedded systems. Students can learn the embedded systems through using e-yantra, and the institutions, colleges can create e-yantra labs for training in embedded systems. They can start creating their own e-yantra virtual labs. Posse, Posse, which takes care of free and open source software for education. Students can access these softwares and learn them, while the institutions can run these softwares in their labs in open using these open source softwares. Spoken tutorials, students can benefit and learn those open source and free softwares with the help of spoken tutorials, while the institutions can assign their faculty to start making or these spoken tutorials documentation. Then there are virtual labs, then national internship portal, then there is this National Educational Alliance for Technology, wherein this is a portal for learners and free seats for existing students of higher education and weaker sections. Such facilities are made available, and institutions can start adopting these, utilizing these portals. In terms of e-governance, we have Samarth, University Enterprise Resource Planning. Samarth is a scheme of Government of India, Ministry of Education, under which students' life cycle, complete development life cycle is there, and institutions can start using Samarth for their e-governance, wherein all the employee data and all the academic data can be first fed into the system, and then we can start deploying it. And there is Vidwan, wherein the faculty will upload their data in Vidwan, and other the peers and the collaborators can get in touch with each other to conduct researches, or the policy makers can get access to the experts' data so as to appoint them on various committees and commissions. Then there is Show the Shuddhi. Show the Shuddhi is a project implemented by Inflibnet, wherein the Inflibnet Center of UGC provides free access to the online plagiarism detection softwares to those universities who have signed MOU under Shodh Ganga. Then there is this academic bank of credits, wherein students' academic credits are stored in this bank, and students can access these credits from anywhere. And there is this another project called IRINS, or IRINS. IRINS is a web-based research information management service developed by Inflibnet. All that what is required here is this IRINS feature is available on Inflibnet website. The researchers, faculties or the researchers can register under IRINS, and they can feed in their entire academic and research related data. Not only that, we can feed it, it can also accumulate the data from various internet resources Once we give our research ID, once we specify our research ID, it can keep on collecting and curating and showcasing the scholarly activities of all the faculty or the researchers who have registered or created their INS login credentials. It provides an opportunity to create the scholarly network. IRINS is available again as free software as service. This is a cloud-based service on this SaaS platform, and IRINS would support to integrate the existing research management. Most important thing is it has integrated with academic identity. IRIS take care of your, it recognizes all kinds of your research identities like your ORCID ID, your Scopus ID, your Microsoft Academic ID, Google Scholar ID. If you have these IDs, IRIS will accumulate, collect the data under these IDs, and it will showcase for you. There are other digital initiatives as well, like eSamarth. As I told you, it is for the governance of universities, and this Samarth is a portal of Government of India. And then there is All India Survey of Higher Education, under which this is also an initiative of UGC. Under AISHE, all the universities, all the colleges are expected to and feed their entire data of students, teachers, and their governance related data into AISHE. Every institution gets one unique ID under AISHE. Similarly, Maharashtra state government has taken an initiative which is called as DHE MIS, Management Information System. This is similar to AISHE in terms of the data that is accumulated, but it is a state level system. All the universities and colleges have to feed their academic and governance related data into MIS, and then this helps the government, the policymakers, to take better decisions. University, there has been certain university level initiatives by various universities. Like universities have implemented their own enterprise resource portals. Many universities have their own management information systems. Similarly, universities have their own portals wherein they have their institutional websites, their examination portal, their PhD portals, their employee information, their student related portal, library related websites, all are made accessible on one screen under one URL, and those are called as web portals of the universities. Then universities have taken some unique initiatives in terms of betterment of or the ICT applications in examination. Like many universities in Maharashtra, including Nagpur University, has uh, has started with digital evaluation of exam of answer sheets of examinations, which is popularly called as on-screen evaluation. So these are digital evaluations, and these have been working very fine, and these are some success stories of some universities. Benefits of digital initiatives in higher education. What are the what are the benefits, what are the advantages that we have fetched so far in with the deployment of these digital initiatives or these programs, these projects that have been implemented in various universities and colleges? So what advantages have been extended to us by these projects? First is increased access to education. Digital initiatives have helped to make the learning resources, the teaching resources, teaching and learning resources have been made accessible to students who live in rural areas, who live in remote areas, or if there are certain barriers in terms of traditional, in terms of attending the traditional classes. So these digital initiatives have helped the students to get access to education irrespective of the location of their homes or their colleges. They can get access to these educational material. Then improved quality of learning. Since these e-content created under NMEICT or these e-learning resources that have been made available through internet or through satellite in case of DTH. So since these are made available to all the nooks and corners of the country, it has increased the quality also, because the learning material has been created by the best of the best resources of the universities and the research institutions. So the students are able to take advantage of best teaching and best learning material in terms of ebooks, in terms of audio, video lectures, PDF lectures, and these are made available to them free of cost. Greater affordability. Digital initiatives can help to make higher education more affordable because these materials are made available in free environment, open access environment on internet. So they are definitely helping in providing greater affordability to the students in terms of their availability of their textbooks and other material. Increased efficiency. Digital initiatives can help to streamline administrative procedures also, thereby increasing the overall efficiency. What are the challenges and limitations of that are faced by these digital initiatives and these projects? First is digital divide. There is a huge gaps between haves and have nots. There are people who have access to internet while others don't have. There are people who have access to computers while others don't have. There are people who have access to smartphones while others don't have. There are people who are staying in urban areas while others are in rural areas. There are a great number of people who are residing in hilly terrains and very difficult, geographically difficult locations which do not have access to internet, which do not have access to readily available materials. So there is a huge digital divide. If at all people have internet, there is a very huge gap between the high speed and the low speed internets. There are people, there are areas like urban areas or metro cities where there is high speed internet is available, while in rural areas or in small towns or the internet is not that high speed. So all such things are amounting to digital divide. Then there is a frequent change in schemes. We have seen that schemes, many schemes are launched, and unfortunately, some of the schemes are not implemented to its fullest, while some schemes are closed up. So we have to see to it, the policymakers have to see to it that the schemes should be of right and all the schemes should be implemented. They should be continued. The support, the maintenance and support should be continued to these schemes. Then another issue is of data security, because all the projects on the internet first accumulate the data from the users who are potentially the students and faculty and the members of research institutes. So the data so accumulated also contains personal information. So the governing agencies, the government and the governing agencies have to see to it that the personal information remains safe and secure. We have seen that for same type of or the similar type of projects, there are many portals, there are many schemes, there are several overlapping schemes, there are several overlapping portals. Like we have, for example, we have AISHE, we have DHEMIS, we have Samarth, and we have Sevarth. So what is happening? Because these portals are capturing the information from the students and colleges and the universities, which is similar, which is same. But while feeding the data, there can be mistakes in data entry. There can be mistakes in terms of their coverage, which will amount to inconsistencies in the data. So we have to see to it that the data portals are unified. Same type of information should be accessible to the same type of portals. Then comes a bigger challenge of information literacy. Information literacy deals with three parts. First is identifying the need of information, then identifying the location of the information, where the information is located, and the third and most important is using that information for one's own purpose. So basically, information literacy is a big challenge in terms of accessing the data as well as using it. We see that our country is still posed with the challenge of literacy rate. If at all people are literate, how many of them are able to use computers? How many of them are able to use their smartphones? How many of them are able to identify where the information is lying? How to access the information? What are the various formats of information? And once the information is made available, how to use it for their purpose? So information literacy has to be overcome in by way of providing various by way of conducting various awareness programs, training programs, and then you know uh, by propagating information about these programs and how to use them. So information literacy goes hand in hand with all the projects. Some of the basic challenges in higher education system in India, there are certain huge problems when it comes to implementing any projects. These are the problems which our country is facing. We have to first address them. The demand and supply gap, the gross enrollment ratio or GER of higher education is around 26%, which is quite low as compared to those of developed nations. With the increase of enrollment at school level, we see that there is high level of enrollment ratio at school level, but when it comes to higher education, it is very meager. So that GER has to be increased. Number of colleges have to be increased. Number of universities are required to be increased, and the number of students admitted in these schools, colleges, universities should increase, and the number of dropout rate, the fallout rate should also be tapped and closed so that the students are able to continue their education. Inadequate facilities and infrastructure. In our country, we know that many of the universities don't have adequate infrastructure. Even the colleges, the situation is even more bad. And the facilities for students are not matching with their requirements. Even many private universities are running courses without classrooms. Internet Wi-Fi facility is still out of reach of many students. Then quality. Still, a large number of colleges and universities in India are unable to meet the minimum requirement laid down by the UGC. UGC has laid down certain norms that such and such facilities should be available in the colleges, in the universities. But when it comes to the actual position of the universities and colleges, we find that they are facing various difficulties to attain those quality parameters. Those problems or challenges need to be addressed. There is a very serious problem of shortage of faculty in the colleges and in the universities alike. Insufficient research and innovation resources. More funding for research is required. So friends, these are some sources that I have used for this lecture. And with this, my presentation is over, and this session is now open for any kind of queries or discussions or suggestions or any ideas coming from the participants.
Good morning, madam.
Good morning.
Madam, if I want to enroll myself for one of these courses, do I need to take permission being a full-time faculty member from the institute of where I am working?
Well, you see, I think you are talking about SWAYAM and NPTEL courses, right?
Yes.
Okay. See, why are you going to undertake these courses? Because you will be getting benefit of some
सेमिनार घेऊन मग याला
credits. Of those credits, you will be getting some benefits in terms of your appointment or in terms of your promotions. So to fetch those benefits, it is always desirable and expected from any employee to go through proper channel.
Okay, thank you.
पण सर ना आपण एकमेकांना मोटिवेट करूया. थांब थांब संपतंय मग करू का तुला फोन तू संपत
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Ma'am, I have one question. As you talk about the virtual lab, how can we get help from this virtual lab if I am not having some research facility in my research lab? Then to whom I have to contact, or please guide me for the same, ma'am.
Okay. As I told you that IITs have been given this responsibility of virtual lab. So I will suggest that you get in touch with the IITs, and for that purpose you can search their websites and see what virtual labs are available there on their websites.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, thank you.
Or you go to eAcharya. You will find a list of virtual labs there.
Okay, ma'am.
eAcharya.
Okay,
Yes.
ma'am. Okay, thank you.
Good morning, ma'am. Ma'am, you have talked about the Sot Suddhi, the plagiarism test software. So,
Yes.
is it available for everyone, each and everyone, and is it paid or non-paid? Kindly, ma'am, if you.
Well, as I impressed upon, I stressed in my lecture also that plagiarism software is provided free of cost by Inflibnet Center of UGC only after your institution signs the memorandum of understanding with them, which is for Shodh Ganga. And please get this fact clear in your mind that Shodh Ganga MOU can be signed only by the universities and not by the colleges, meaning thereby plagiarism software will be made accessible to the universities after Shodh Ganga MOU is signed, free of cost.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Mr. Vijay Jadhav, you have raised the hand. Vijay sir. Mr. Saurabh Manro.
यस मैम.
हाँ yes. पूछिए.
मैम एक रिक्वेस्ट है, पहले तो नहीं ये जो पीपीटी थी ये बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग थी मैम, मुझे ये पीपीटी चाहिए, क्या हमें मिल जाएगी ये?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you properly.
Yes,
आपका
your voice
सिग्नल
is
थोड़ा
very-
ब्रेक हो रहा है.
Saurabh sir, I
मैम
think you are talking
प्रेजेंटेशन आप
about.
ग्रुप में शेयर कर दीजिएगा प्लीज.
Yes.
Preeti madam, can you repeat?
Yes, madam. I think he is talking about the PowerPoint presentation which you have shared.
यस मैम
You
प्लीज
want to
मैम इसको
okay.
शेयर कर दीजिएगा, बहुत
Yes.
यूजफुल इंफॉर्मेशन.
My presentation will be shared with Preeti madam with HR, and they can share it with you.
Yes, madam. Yes. Okay. Any more question?
Ma'am, ma'am, I want to one question.
हाँ
Yes,
yes,
uh,
Ashwini.
मैम ये जो ई विद्वान है, ई विद्वान ऐप,
Yes.
वो हम कैसे यूज कर सकते हैं? उसमें फैकल्टी की इंफॉर्मेशन भरनी है.
Yes.
आपने किसी बताया.
Okay.
डिटेल में बताइए थोड़ा.
Okay. देखिए मैडम, ई विद्वान जो है कुछ नया प्रोजेक्ट नहीं है. ये प्रोजेक्ट स्टार्ट होके भी आई थिंक मोर देन 10 years हो चुके हैं. हमने हमारे यूनिवर्सिटी में भी इम्प्लीमेंट भी किया था. बेसिकली करना क्या है, टीचर्स को ई विद्वान पे जाके रजिस्टर करना है और अपना पूरा एकेडमिक एंड रिसर्च डेटा वहां पे फीड कर देना है. उससे एक ये रिपोजिटरी बन रहा है, पूरा समझ लीजिए कि एक डायरेक्टरी बन रहा है विच कैन बी एक्सेस्ड बाय गवर्नमेंट एजेंसीज. मान लीजिए यूजीसी को या गवर्नमेंट को कोई कमिटी अपॉइंट करना है, कोई सब्जेक्ट एक्सपर्ट अपॉइंट करना है, तो उसके लिए वो लोग ये ई विद्वान का डाटा वो लोग रेफर करते हैं. तो आप उसमें अपना रजिस्टर करके फीड कर सकते हैं. आपको ई विद्वान, आपको इन्फ्लिबनेट पे के साइट पे जाना है. इन्फ्लिबनेट के साइट पे विद्वान नाम का प्रोजेक्ट है.
थैंक यू.
और इन्फ्लिबनेट की वेबसाइट है inflibnet.ac.in, और यू कैन गूगल.
वन मोर क्वेश्चन.
Yes.
मैम क्या कोई ऐसी वेबसाइट है जिससे हमें ये पता चल जाए कि कोई भी यूनिवर्सिटी का, जैसे कोई यूनिवर्सिटी पीएचडी कोर्स करवा रही है,
हाँ
वो पीएचडी कोर्स में कि क्या उसको यूजीसी से मान्यता प्राप्त है या नहीं है, कितनी सीट्स मान्यता प्राप्त है, ऐसा कोई वो है वेबसाइट जिससे पता चल जाए?
सर, आपका जो क्वेश्चन है, आप ये जानना चाहते हैं कि किस गाइड के पास कितनी सीट्स हैं, करेक्ट?
नहीं, हाँ जी, किस गाइड के पास कितनी सीट्स हैं, एंड ये यूजीसी से मान्यता प्राप्त है भी कि उनका कोर्स या नहीं, ये कोई वेबसाइट है इससे पता चल जाए?
देखिए सर, एक्चुअली यूजीसी ने तो रेगुलेशन दिया हुआ है कि प्रोफेसर के अंडर में कितने स्टूडेंट होंगे, एसोसिएट के अंडर में कितने होंगे और असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर के अंडर में कितने होंगे। रूल्स रेगुलेशंस ऑलरेडी बने हुए हैं। नाउ इट इज अप टू द यूनिवर्सिटीज टू फॉलो द रूल्स 100%। ओके, अब देखिए हर यूनिवर्सिटी को ये एक कंपलसरी है कि वो अपने पीएचडी का सारा इंफॉर्मेशन अपने वेबसाइट पे अवेलेबल करे। फॉर एग्जाम्पल नागपुर यूनिवर्सिटी का केस लेते हैं, तो हमारा एक पीएचडी पोर्टल है। पीएचडी पोर्टल पे अगर आप जाते हैं तो वहां पे आप अपना सब्जेक्ट चूज करते हैं, तो आपको सारे लिस्ट ऑफ गाइड मिल जाएगी। किस गाइड के पास में कितने स्टूडेंट ऑनगोइंग है वो मिल जाएगा, कितना वैकेंसी है वो मिल जाएगा। तो और आप कह रहे हैं कि वो मान्यता प्राप्त है कि नहीं। सी, अगर वो यूनिवर्सिटी पीएचडी प्रोग्राम कंडक्ट नहीं कर सकती और वो फेक है, तो वो तो यूजीसी उस पर एक्शन लेगा, और फेक यूनिवर्सिटी अलर्ट वो जारी करते रहते हैं बीच बीच में।
Yes, madam. Very true. Any more question? अच्छा रहा मैडम.
Hello, madam.
Very nice.
Madam, there is one more question.
पूछिए पूछिए।
How the credit system works? Means I have done Satyam's course. So how it is going to work? The credits which we are going to get.
How it is going to work, मैम? एक तो because स्वयं के courses I haven't designed and I don't have much idea about it. Can I request Preeti madam to enlighten you about it? Preeti madam, please.
Yes, I am going to take one session on Swayam and credit courses. So Madhavi madam, you will solve your problem in that session. Don't worry.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, thank you, ma'am.
वीना मैम,
Yes.
आपने एक ही साथ इतनी सारी इम्पोर्टेंट इंफॉर्मेशन शेयर किया है, थैंक यू सो मच।
वेलकम वेलकम मैडम जी।
मैम मेरा एक क्वेश्चन था
जी
डॉक्टर किशोर वाकुर की।
हाँ जी सर, बोलिए।
अभी इसके अलावा मैडम, जैसे कि जो इंडिजियस नॉलेज है उसके इंटीग्रेशन के लिए कुछ गवर्नमेंट यानी सेंट्रल स्टेट गवर्नमेंट के कुछ इनिशिएटिव चल रहे हैं, उसके बारे में कुछ आइडिया दे सकते हैं? क्योंकि मैं अभी सेमिनार में इंटीग्रेटिंग इंडिजियस नॉलेज इनटू डिजिटल लाइब्रेरी इस तरीके से सेमिनार दे रहा हूँ, तो उसके लिए कुछ सैंपलिंग जैसे अपने कुछ गवर्नमेंट करंट इनिशिएटिव जो चल रहे हैं उसके बारे में कुछ आप बता सकते हैं?
डिजिटल लाइब्रेरीज इनिशिएटिव सेंट्रल
इंटीग्रेटिंग
गवर्नमेंट।
इंडिजियस नॉलेज इन,
हाँ, जैसे अभी
जैसे अभी
आईकेएस पे जो इंडिजिनस नॉलेज की आपने बात किया, तो आईकेएस का एक है पोर्टल गवर्नमेंट का, तो आप गवर्नमेंट इनिशिएटिव में आई थिंक आपको आईकेएस काम करेगा, क्योंकि यू आर गोइंग टू डील विद इंडिजिनस नॉलेज ना, तो आप वो कवर कर सकते हैं। आईकेएस सिस्टम कवर कर सकते हैं, एंड आप नेशनल मिशन ऑन मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट जो है उसको भी आप इंक्लूड कर सकते हैं। उसमें गवर्नमेंट का इनिशिएटिव है टू क्रिएट डिजिटल रिसोर्सेज ऑफ रेयर मटेरियल, उसको आप ले सकते हैं। और जो मैंने आपको प्रिजर्वेशन के लिए अभी बताया है, आपको बताया बादल ना, क्लाउड बेस्ड सर्विस है बादल, जो प्रिजर्वेशन वाला जो पार्ट है, वो उसको भी आप ई आचार्य पे जाके उसको भी आप सर्च करके उसमें से आप उसको इंक्लूड कर सकते हैं अपने डिजिटल लाइब्रेरी के डेलिब्रेशंस में एज वन ऑफ द थीम्स।
कुछ डाटा मैडम एनडीएल पे भी मिल रहा है, वो अपन उसको क्या बोलते हैं, उसको इनिशिएटिव तो नहीं बोलेंगे ना ऐसा कुछ, लेकिन वो तो डाटा प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं।
हाँ हाँ, एनडीएल इनिशिएटिव है जो ई बुक्स वगैरह मेनली प्रोवाइड कर रहा है, एंड अदर टेक्स्ट मटेरियल या ऑडियो वीडियो मटेरियल प्रोवाइड कर रहा है। एनडीएल का काम तो कंटेंट प्रोवाइड करना है, और वो कंटेंट आपका अपने कॉलेज से आप भी कर सकते हैं। सॉरी,
डेलनेट जो है वो भी टोटल साउथ एशिया का इंफॉर्मेशन प्रोवाइड कर रहा है, जो इंडिजियस नॉलेज का,
हाँ,
वो भी इनिशिएटिव में आएगा क्या?
डिजिटल इनिशिएटिव में
सेंट्रल
इंडिजिनस
लैब
ले ही
के,
सकते हैं ना।
नहीं वो आ सकता है। ऐसे कोई जैसे गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से ऐसा कुछ वर्क चल रहा है क्या, जो डाटा कलेक्ट करे, इंडिजियस डाटा, ऐसे कोई
I
प्लेटफॉर्म
don't think that I
या
am
गवर्नमेंट?
aware of it. Not one that I am aware of. IKS खाली मुझे पता है, IKS के थ्रू हो रहा है, ऑफ कोर्स IKS एंड नेशनल मिशन ऑन मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट NMM, ये दो स्कीम मुझे पता है।
हेलो मैम, गुड मॉर्निंग।
गुड मॉर्निंग
मैम, आप ONOS के बारे में कह रहे थे कि वहाँ इंडिविजुअल रजिस्ट्रेशन भी हो रही है और इंस्टीट्यूशनल रजिस्ट्रेशन भी हो रही है, लेकिन मैं भी चेक कर रहा था, इसमें सिर्फ और सिर्फ इंस्टीट्यूशनल लेवल पे रजिस्ट्रेशन हो रही है।
यस, हाँ इंस्टीट्यूशनल लेवल पे हो रही है, क्योंकि वहाँ पे IP ले रहे हो वो लोग। यस
जी मैम, तो इसमें कोई इंडिविजुअल लेवल पे एज ए इंडिविजुअल रिसर्चर, इंडिपेंडेंट रिसर्चर कोई ऑप्शन है रजिस्ट्रेशन का?
देखिए कैसे है, अगर आप ONOS made accessible, if you go through the entire content of onos.gov.in, तो उन्होंने बताया हुआ है कि एक तो इंस्टीट्यूशनल लॉगिन है, करेक्ट है, यूनिवर्सिटी या कॉलेज अपना इंस्टीट्यूशनल लॉगिन वहां पे जाके क्रिएट कर सकते हैं, मींस दे विल रजिस्टर देमसेल्व्स एंड स्टार्ट एक्सेसिंग। और जब वो रजिस्टर करते हैं तो वो IP पूछता है उनसे। जब आप अपना IP एड्रेस बता देते हैं, जैसे कि नागपुर यूनिवर्सिटी का मैंने IP एड्रेस रेंज बता दिया, तो वो हमारे नेटवर्क पे अवेलेबल हो गया ONOS। अगर आपको इंडिविजुअल लॉगिन लेना है तो उसका इनफेड करके सिस्टम है, वहां पे देखिए आप INFED, उसके थ्रू आपको जाना होगा, रिमोट लॉगिन उनका है वो।
मैम, कैन यू रिपीट इट?
INFED।
INSCD?
नो,
ओके मैम,
INF, F फॉर
थैंक यू मैम।
फिनलैंड। यस, ये इनफेड भी इन्फ्लिबनेट का ही है।
ओके,
इन्फ्लिबनेट का ही प्रोजेक्ट है INFED, F फॉर फ्रांस।
ओके मैम, थैंक यू।
इन्फ्लिबनेट के साइट पे मिल जाएगा आपको इनफैक्ट।
थैंक यू मैम। ओके मैम, थैंक यू।
Any more
question? Anyone else? Tomorrow also madam is having one session with us on plagiarism. So tomorrow also we will be having, you will really enjoy madam's session. And be ready with your queries regarding plagiarism. If कोई अगर रिसर्च कर रहे हैं, PhD कर रहे हैं, तो आपके जो भी डाउट्स है वो क्लियर कर लीजिएगा कल। आज के सेशन के लिए कुछ और क्वेरीज है तो पूछिए, नहीं तो हम यहाँ पे रुकते हैं। बहुत अच्छा रहा मैडम सेशन, पार्टिसिपेंट्स ने भी अपनी क्वेरीज को आपने अच्छे से आंसर किए। सो आई एक्सटेंड माय सिंसियर थैंक्स टू रिस्पेक्टेड डॉक्टर वीना प्रकाश मैडम फॉर एंगेजिंग अ वंडरफुल सेशन फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस and giving your valuable time, madam. Thank you so much, madam. See you tomorrow on the same time, ma'am.
Hello ma'am.
Thanks for giving me this opportunity, and I thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
I will quit now, ma'am.
Yes, madam. Thank you so much. Good day, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.